Launches certainly feel like a roller coaster ride, don't they? I mean, not only is there an entire team involved and invested leading up to launch day, but the emotions can feel very overwhelming. And whether you're feeling anxious or stressed, exhausted, or even excited, it's really more than just a buzzkill when the launch doesn't go exactly as planned. Hello and welcome to another episode of Digital Marketing Made Simple. I'm your host, Jenny Lyon, and today I wanted to dig into 6 things that you can do when your launch doesn't go according to plan. It's such a major setback. Even the most prepared teams can really feel defeated when a launch doesn't go the way that you planned. But there really is a silver lining in that story. So my team and I have been working on client launches for years and years and really want to ensure that launches are a time of celebration. So today I thought we could really dig into 6 of my favorite tips for planning, managing, and bouncing back if your launch doesn't launch the way you'd like. Number 1 is to really solve a real problem. Launching's the easy part. Well, I guess that depends on who you ask. But the bottom line is you don't try to solve a non-existent problem, period. You know, businesses really must solve actual problems if they want to succeed. Why? Because trying to solve something that doesn't exist, well, that's pointless, right? You can have a great product or a great offer all day long, but it won't be effective if it doesn't solve a need or a want. Your business has to meet your customers' individual needs if you want them to become loyal. And this really means that you have to understand their problems, their needs, their desires, and you need to be their guide to solve them. And as I'm sure you've heard me say a million times, you absolutely need to know who your ideal client is. And you have to nail down your message and define your unique selling proposition. So unique selling proposition is really a breakdown of the need that your product or service fulfills and how it compares to other brands on the market. This gives your customers reasons to buy from you and not your competition. Number 2 is social proof. Oh my gosh, social proof for the win, right? You can really never underestimate the power of social proof. Social proof is really essential in the overall launch process. You know, there are plenty ways to incorporate it into your strategy. And one of the best places to start is with online reviews and testimonials from early beta testers. Not only will this really show off your internal feedback, but it can also be used as social proof across all of your other online marketing channels. And here's a little tip. There are a lot of different social proof tools out on the market, and there's a lot of different tools. I have used one called Provely, and they really believe that by using their tool, you can boost conversions by up to 200%. I'm not sure if that's quite valid, but I can say that I've definitely seen that be between 30 and 50%. That seems more realistic to me. But I'm wondering, what tips do you have to use social proof in your marketing strategy? I'd love to hear them, so please reach out. I would love to hear. All right, number 3 is to really build anticipation for your launch. So there's a reason that people say hype is everything. You can have all of the steps in place, but you'll be very disappointed if no one shows up to the party. Marketing can really be that secret sauce that helps your company exist in a very fast-paced world. And with about 86% of shoppers suffering from, banner blindness, it's really not risky to build up some hype. I know a lot of people are really afraid to, hype it up, but it really is something that you should do. And a really good marketing strategy will help you build brand awareness And, it will also bring potential leads in, whether that's through your newsletter, followers to your social channels, even a launch wait list. But it also, assists in reaching your goals, for sales. So first you want to get your audience, and then you want to get your applause. And the saying really couldn't be more accurate. You want to start building your audience and that connection with them from the very moment that you start to work on your product or service. This way, it will better equip you for a successful launch. And as Seth Godin points out, you've got to build that tribe, right, before you can build an audience. So simply stating, you need to start building that before, don't miss your chance. Number 4, timing is everything. Getting to market too soon or too late, that can really be your worst enemy. Know about your potential competitors and their products and services, and then enter the market accordingly. The world is really moving quickly, right? And things change very fast. And the last thing that you want is to be too far ahead of the curve or too far behind it. So you want to keep up with your deadlines. You want to work really hard and make sure that you're launching before your competition does. And I've said it before, and I'm probably going to say it again and again and again, but the best way to plan your launch is with a project management tool, right? Pinning down your targets to specific blocks of time and designing a launch schedule is really key. It's essential to start and finish tasks at the right time and in the order that they should be completed to make sure that it all fits together. And remember to keep your team organized and who's responsible for what. A project management tool is key for that. And I have a workbook I just thought of. I have an ultimate product launch planner that really can help you start the process. So you can grab that at jennylyon.com/product launcher. Number 5 is to do that post-launch follow-up. So, curbing buzz, that's hard to do. While you can't stop word of mouth, there are ways to capitalize on those effects post-event. So if you didn't meet your sales goals, then it might be because potential customers weren't quite ready to pull the trigger yet. So offering incentives like discounts or add-ons, that can really encourage customers to buy after your open cart window closes. So don't just look the other way and forget about it. Think of it as like a short cash infusion window and don't miss it. Number 6 is to show up for the experience. So as you all know, I'm a huge fan of all kinds of podcasts, right? And I really love marketing podcasts, of course. I think they're phenomenal. And I know Amy Porterfield did one of her podcast episodes where she talks about a launch that she did in early 2021. So maybe you've heard of it, but it's really a radically different format. She cut out her affiliates, shortened her cart window, and removed bonuses. And although, she made millions, she missed that overall goal. And she admitted that she went in with this all or nothing mentality that she really should have taken more of a positive approach with. So mindset really can play an enormous factor in that launch success. So who is defining the success of your launch? You are, right? So there's another quote that I absolutely love from Simon Sinek. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. And what you do simply proves what you believe. That's amazing, right? The journey is in the experience, and it's in the lessons that you learned. And really staying grounded and committed to showing up for that experience will really ensure that your launch is a success, no matter where it falls on your goal line. All right, so what did we learn today? Well, with your launch, you want to solve a real problem. Businesses must solve actual problems in order to succeed. Why? Because trying to solve something that doesn't actually exist for your ideal client, it's pointless. Number 2 is social proof for the win. Oh my gosh, do not underestimate the power of social proof. Social proof is so essential in that overall launch process, and there are plenty of ways to incorporate it into your strategy. Next up is build that anticipation. Start building your audience and connection with them from the very moment that you start working on the product or service. That way, it will better equip you for a successful launch. And remember, timing is everything. Make sure that you're keeping up with your deadlines. Work really hard. Make sure that you're launching way before your competition does. And make sure that you're doing your post-launch follow-up. Capitalize on that cash infusion window after the cart closes, and for those people who are still maybe on the fence. And last but not least, show up for the experience, right? The journey is achieved during the launch experience. So show up, be positive and take away all the good and the bad. It's all lessons learned. And it's really something just even to be there for the experience. So launches are a huge part of any successful business strategy. They can feel risky, they can, but they're really worth it in the end. And it's really understandable to be disappointed if the launch that you've been planning for months and months didn't go quite as you had planned. The good news is that even the most aspirational business gurus and leading lights in entrepreneurship have experienced this type of failure, and they managed to bounce back. And one of the best kept secrets in marketing is realizing that there is no real marketing silver bullet that's going to guarantee you success. The good news is that you can take steps to maximize your chance of success. And a big part of that is creating a successful launch is by really making sure that your team is ready. Don't risk failure by not preparing. Well, I hope you found these tips helpful. And if you're launching a new product or service, my goal is to help you gain an external perspective, right? That will really help benefit you. So I'm always here to help. Happy to answer any questions you have. You can always schedule a call with me at jennylyon.com/chat. And remember, grab my ultimate product launch planner. I think you'll find it helpful. You can grab it at jennylyon.com/product launcher and reach out. I'm here to answer any questions you have. And I can really give you an expert point of view on your next launch and help with that overall vision. Well, I hope you found these tips on what you can do if your launch fails. It's okay. It happens to all of us, right? But there are things that you can do if it doesn't quite go the way that you planned. And you kind of course correct and then you launch again. All right, well, that's what I have for this week. And thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time on another episode of Digital Marketing Made Simple. Have a great day.